Hey there, YouTube. Today is Saturday, the 8th of June, 2019. It's about 10:09 or so in the morning. We are in Ely, Nevada. And what I'm doing here is they have a number of murals around town. And I'm going to make a video of them to show you. This is the very first one that we're starting on the west end of town. And so I think you can see about all that right there. And so let's go on and we'll see what all we can find. Okay, now those over there across the street, we walked past those, but when you're up next to them, you can't see them. They look like they're completely worn out. But from over here, you can see on this one, it's a building, an old building. The one right next to it, there's some mountains and trees. And then the one on the far end right there is, well, it's like some aspen trees and maybe a fire that was burnt. But anyway, this will be looking east, going through the downtown section. I'll show you more of that as we walk along. Let's go find the next mural and see what we got. Okay, for our next mural, you can pause all this and hopefully read all this. And let's go out and look at the actual mural itself. There, should have most of it. You see, a lot of it's covered up with bushes, but there's cowboys and all that in the train. So I reckon that's just sort of a history thing. But that's the best I can show you on that. There's one across the street. Let's go look at it. And so here's the next one. You can see, got some pioneer looking people. And of course, they got some mining going on here. So hopefully this is coming through to where you can see it very well. And then down here, they got some little buildings painted on the other side of this car. And you can see this is a mine down in here. So just show you that back there again. Just like that. Let's go find the next one. Okay, so right here is our next mural. You can see obviously a miner with his pack mule there, got all of his tools and stuff on there. So not a bad thing. And then they actually have this thing we just saw and walked across. Check this out. So down here, got some stars. There's Charlie Pride. This is Hank Thompson. This one's Mickey Rooney. This one is Gary Cooper. Jimmy Stewart. Ingrid Bergman. Wayne Newton, Pat Nixon, LBJ. I know he's from Texas, so I'm not sure what that's doing there. Harry Reid, piece of garbage. Benny Binion, and Stephen King. And that's the last one. So, pretty interesting. All right, here, I guess the tourist info place. But I think it's also a casino. But anyhow, yeah, you can see this right here. All that. All right, so Walk of Fame. Let's see. Historic Hotel. Yes, you can read all that if you want.
So that's the state place here.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's keep going and find the next stuff. All right, so we're going to look at two more murals. But here, this is Building the Railroad. And you can pause this and read all that if you like. Second one we're going to look at is called Charcoal Ovens. And there's the wording for it, so you can pause and read all of that. Let's go out where we can see the two murals. Okay, that one. Okay, that right there, that's Building the Railroad, okay? So that's that mural. Over here, right next to it, this is the one that's the Charcoal Ovens. All right, and then let me just back up. And we'll get them both together. There you go, you should have them both. So, that is those. Pretty nice, huh? Good size. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, here's our next mural. You see this is showing basically part of the town in a wagon wheel. And there's some people there. Over here, this is from a sauna. you can see all these guys here. They're at the Mr. Sundberg Hot Spring. That's what that sign says. Then this one over here, that building above it says laundry. And you can see here's the lady with the laundry. And got like a little house there made. And these two windows, which is in this building, they got them made like they're in this little house, this little building, whichever it is. So, but that's our next one. So let's move on. Well, first let me show you across the street. Over there, that's obviously some tribute to mining, since this was a big mining place, like so much of the West. But you can see that's what all that metal is over there. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the next thing. All right, so way up here, if you can read this, the mural that I just showed you, that's what this is about. It's way high, so that's as tall as I can get and close to it. So anyway, hopefully that helps you out. Okay, here's the sign to what I'm about to show you. And I'll show you from this side. And now let's walk around. So it's an Indian girl. There you go. Okay. They got these pretty good looking rocks out here too. I like the color of those rocks. And here, I'll give you pretty much the whole scene. Alright, then the next mural, I'll go ahead and show you since we're right here. We'll just keep these together. This is on the library. You can look up there. Yeah, we'll walk past this tree. And you can see that. They got some busts up there on the top, all the way down. Alright, let's go down and check out the next mural. Okay, so our next mural, you can see, all about communications and telephone. Alexander Graham Bell's over on the left, and you see the two old-fashioned operators. Then, of course, as we've gone into the modern age with satellites and all that stuff, and there's your lineman up on the line. So, all about communication on that one. So let's go on and check out what we find next. Alright, so this final one you can see is about the Pony Express. April 3rd, 1860, November 20th, 1861. And then you can pause all this, of course, and read all that info right there. Alright, so there you go. So as I step back here, trying to keep getting run over. There you can see this panel. Okay. Then here, of course, is one of the guys on the horseback. And here's some guys putting up some telegraph poles. Of course, that would wind up helping to kill that. But if you want to get them all three together, I can step out here just a hair. There you go. That's the whole thing on the AT&T building. The communication we saw was on the other side. So that's it for the murals. So hope you enjoyed Ely, Nevada and its murals. The downtown section anyway, it's all we could find.
Well, we might have one more up here.
This is a little park up here in the middle of town. You can see all these trees and stuff. Very nice. Over there's where I got that Indian girl and everything over that way. So, and this is just heading back up. We're heading west now, back up through town.
Actually, I think that's a cave.
So we'll keep going. And here, as a glance, because my walking partner here is going on about it, they got one over here that I think it's a little bit goofy. No, it's not a cave. Well, part of it's a cave, but that one, that's a train tunnel over on the left. But it looks too cartoony for me personally. But if you like it, well, there it is for you. All right, so let's keep going, and that'll be the end of this one. So like it, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one.